Tuesday, January 31st edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here along with you. Let's start with a look during the 5 o'clock hour this morning over in Greensboro. From our Greensboro Tower camera, pretty quiet start to the day out there. We'll shift down towards Charlotte. There we go. There's the Queen City, looking over toward the east side of Uptown this morning. Temperature right now in Charlotte, as I cut the video, again during the 5 a.m. hour, up to 36. All the temperatures slowly creeping up across the region this morning. And the reason those temperatures are creeping up is this south and southwesterly wind kicking in. It'll be a pretty breezy day with those winds out of the southwest, but that'll be bringing in some much milder air here across the region as a whole. So a pretty good weather setup for today. Much milder than yesterday. These were your highs yesterday afternoon. 44, the best we could do in Greensboro. 49 in Fayetteville, right at freezing in Boone. It was 40s across the entire Triad viewing area yesterday. Around the Charlotte viewing area, 40s to around 50. So it was certainly a relatively chilly Monday weather setup, but it will be substantially milder today. Storm tracker radar quiet here across the Carolinas this morning. You have some snow off to the north of us, moving through parts of mainly Pennsylvania, northernmost Ohio, and then up into southern parts of Michigan. But overall, it's a pretty quiet go of it over most of the eastern United States early this morning. And there's your temperatures: 35 in Columbia, 25 in Asheville, 30 in Boone. That cold air that we had in place yesterday retreating to the northeast and being replaced by this much milder air off to the southwest. Right now, it is sitting at 49 in Jackson, Mississippi, and 56 in Shreveport, Louisiana, and that milder air is working in our direction. So with this southwesterly flow in place today, it's going to be a much milder day than yesterday. Here's a for instance, though, for the Triad region, and it'll be similar in Charlotte. The southwest wind's cranking, and that's going to push these highs up to something like that. A pretty mild day around the region overall. And as we get into the day tomorrow, another warm one just ahead of this incoming cold front. In fact, it might even be a little bit warmer in some areas tomorrow afternoon. There's our Wednesday highs. And then we start to step our temperatures down behind the front Thursday. Nothing overly cold about it. But we're looking at that for your Thursday highs. And then by the time Friday rolls around, there's our high temperature forecast back into the 40s for much of North Carolina. And we begin to see some precipitation chances moving in too. There's the GFS with some showers Friday morning. I'll show you that in detail in just a second. Pretty chilly and dry Saturday, and then here comes the next precipitation moving in on Sunday. Again, more on that in just a second. There's a look at Beach Mountain early this morning, courtesy of resortcams.com. Temperature up there up to 37 as this southwesterly flow begins to kick into gear. Pretty good ski conditions, though, at all the resorts around the region. Not bad at all if you would like to head up in that direction. All right, here's what's happening aloft. This is the European model for today. Pretty quiet across the southeast to the south of the main storm track for the time being. We get out to Friday, same general idea, but we catch enough of this system to bring in a chance of a little bit of precipitation Friday, and then a much better chance for some areas of precipitation on Sunday. And this, look at this. I mean, as we get into next week, again, this is the European model out at Monday of next week, and then all the way out at Wednesday of next week. You wind up with a big trough diving into the eastern part of the country. And on the GFS model, it basically winds up as a full latitude cold trough in the east by Thursday or so. But let me show you a couple of models here for the period in time before that. This is Sunday morning on the Canadian model. And this is the deal. Well, I tell you, before I get to Sunday, let me get to Friday. All right, so here's the GFS for right here, Friday morning. And it is the most aggressive model with bringing some precipitation in here Friday, and it taken at face value with the 0 and I believe the 60 run too, which you just saw. Cold enough to bring a little bit chance of a little bit of brief wintry precip up near the Virginia border Friday morning. Again, I think it's a little bit too overzealous with the precipitation opportunities Friday morning. We'll see. But I think overall, probably just a little bit of a rain shower chance late Thursday night into Friday morning. But we'll watch that. And then there we go by Friday afternoon. We'll see. And then here we go Sunday morning. That's when the next wave of precipitation moves in. If we can get precipitation in here early Sunday morning, could be a brief shot of some wintry precip before temperatures slowly climb. Again, now let me go back to the Canadian model. This is daybreak Sunday, and then this is Sunday early afternoon, and then finally the precipitation sags further to the southeast by the time you get to late Sunday. And so that's been the trend on a couple of the models here, is to delay the onset of precipitation Sunday. If that's the case, then that would lower the chances of wintry precip. But again, we'll have to watch that Sunday morning time period. If we get any precipitation in here early enough, could be a brief period of some wintry precip. We'll watch it. All right, that is it for the latest edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.